and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Soft Signal, and I am your favorite host, Sreejith Iyer, who is extremely delighted to welcome all cricket fans joining us across the globe. We are back again with some head-turning, nail-biting, and extremely juicy content for you all. We have pledged ourselves today that in this video, we won't leave you until you feel nostalgic, until you feel proud, until you remember the name and contribution of each and every player who has played part to take India to the finals of the first ever World Test Championship. We are going to relive each and every moment. Each and every moment that mattered, each and every moment which created history, and each and every moment which made India's way to the World Test Championship finals possible. Let me help our audience to recollect that India, like any other team, had to play 6 series, 3 home and 3 away, and had to finish in the top 2 spot to make it through. After losing to New Zealand in the World Cup semi-finals, a fresh hope, a fresh start was needed for the fans as well as the Indian team, which was given by the World Test Championship Series. For this video, we will look at the first 3 series of India. For the first one, the men in blue went to the Caribbean to conquer. So let me invite Sreeraj, my man, make us relive all those fantastic moments of the India's series against the West Indies.
So guys, after the loss of 2019 World Cup, India went straight to West Indies to play their 2-match series against West Indies. So in these 2 test matches, India proved that they can bat well and they can bowl well, because India has managed to score 400 plus run. They have given 400 plus run targets in those 2 test matches against West Indies. The first test matches against West Indies was played in Sir Vivian Richardson Stadium, Antigua. And in this series, in this match, India won by 317 runs. And Ishant Sharma and Jasprit Bumrah got 5-wicket haul in first innings and second innings respectively. And Ajinkya Rahane scored 102 runs, and he was the man of the match in that match. And the second match was played in Jamaica, the land of Usain Bolt, lightning bolt. But in that land, not West Indies, but India managed to score runs as fast as Usain Bolt, because in the first innings, India managed to score 416 runs, in which Hanuman Vihari, he scored a fabulous century of 111 runs. And the 3 batsmen of India scored 50 plus runs, like Virat Kohli, Mayank Agarwal, and Ishant Sharma. In that match, Jasprit Bumrah took a hat trick, and he also took the 6-wicket haul in the first innings. And Hanuman Vihari was the man of the match of that match, and India won that match by 257 runs. So India totally dominated West Indies in the first series, and they won the series by 2-0.
So as you said, my man, Sreeraj, India summed up its Caribbean tour beautifully without even a single scratch on their body. The men in blue outclassed the West Indies in Antigua first, and then went to conquer Jamaica, bagging 120 important points in their first tour of the World Test Championship. Happy faces everywhere. So let us hear it from the man who is always happy, ever smiling. Prasad, take us through to the next tour on the list for India.
So the next tour for India was South Africa. It was the first home series for India in the World Test Championship. So it was important from their side to get a good start at their home condition. And also talking about the South African team, is not the best that they were like the best years before 4 or 5 years ago. So it was a challenging task for them to beat India in India. So the India were clear favorites to start with. So the action started in Visakhapatnam, where India won the toss and elected to bat first. It was a new opening pair for India in this test match, as Rohit Sharma was opening for the first time in test cricket. And my boy, he replied in style, scoring 200s in 2 innings of that test match. But his 200s was overshadowed by Mayank Agarwal, who scored a brilliant double 100 in that match. Also Ashwin picking up 7 wickets in that match, but the second in Shami rattled South African batsmen, and eventually India won that match by 203 runs. So with that win, India were 1 up in this series, and the action moved from there to Pune. And again, India won that and won the toss and elected to bat first. But again, Mayank Agarwal continues his form and scored a brilliant 100. But it was a time for our captain Virat Kohli to show his class and scored a brilliant double 100. Uh, who also reached his highest test score of 254 not out in this match. India also with South Africa batsmen didn't have any reply to India's Babat's first inning score, and India enforced the follow-on, and India won that match by an innings and 187 runs. So the next test match happened between happened at Ranchi, the land of Captain Cool, MS Dhoni, and the train continued that won the toss and elected to bat first. India again won the toss and elected to bat first, and it was time for Rohit Sharma to score a double 100 now, and he scored it beautifully with an India with some notable contribution from Ajinkya Rahane and Ravindra Jadeja. India put up a big first inning score. Again, South Africa didn't have any reply to it and were crumbled under 200, and India again enforced the follow-on, and again India won that match by innings and 203 runs. So it was a clean sweep for India in that series, 3-1, 3-0, and to be honest, it was a series to cherish for Rohit Sharma, who scored 529 runs in that series and also cemented his place in the Test team. Being a Rohit Sharma fan, it was so good to see him scoring runs in Test cricket. So India going 3-1 up got a head start in a World WTC Championship because India were 240 points ahead in 5 Test matches.
Beautifully briefed by Prasad, this India and South Africa series. I would sum up by saying that the Freedom Trophy is what it was called, I think, in which India played like a free bird. The difference in class was clear as India went on winning massively in Visakhapatnam, then to defeating South Africa by an innings margin in the following 2 matches at Pune, and Ranchi bagging 120.
Also to add on to that, there was an interesting thing in this series. The spin duo of Ashwin and Jadeja picked up 28 wickets, but the fast bowler picked up 26 wickets in that series. So it was so good to see Indian pace bowling department standing up and showing the depth of the pace bowling that India has.
So as you said, the flow of runs from the Indian willow piled up, loads of hundreds and double hundreds along with the bowlers, ensuring that South African batsmen get all out in every match and every innings. It was something more than class from the Indians. Speaking of class, let us hear it here all along Shubham. So Shubham, what was India's next pit stop? Give us a ride.
So Bangladesh was playing 2 test match against India, and we know how much India is good in home conditions. So the match ended in 3 days. Both the test matches ended in 3 days. The first test match was held in Indore, and classic 250 came from Mayank Agarwal. He played an absolute good innings. उसने जो नॉक खेला था, आई गेस रोहित और कोहली दोनों भी लो स्कोर पे आउट हुआ था. कोहली 0 पे आउट हुआ था. उसके बाद ऐसा नॉक खेल के उन्होंने अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस किया था. उसके बाद बॉलर्स ने जो परफॉर्मेंस किया, स्पेशली शमी एंड उमेश. शमी bowled some bounces which Bangladesh batsmen had no clue for that how to play them. So first test match तो convincingly इंडिया ने जीत लिया by an innings. Moving on towards the second test match, which was held in Kolkata. आइकॉनिक मैच था क्योंकि इंडिया पहली बार पिंक बॉल टेस्ट मैच खेल रहा था होम कंडीशन में. तो देखना था कि बॉल कैसे सीम होता है इन नाइट कंडीशंस. तो ऑब्वियसली हर बार की तरह कोहली टॉस हार चुके थे. बांग्लादेश ने पहले बैटिंग चूज किया और ये डिसीजन उनके लिए बहुत बुरा रहा. वी नो हाउ गुड ईशांत इज अगेंस्ट लेफ्ट हैंडर्स. उन्होंने जो विकेट्स लिए लेफ्ट हैंडर्स के खिलाफ बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट था उनको लाइन एंड लेंथ खेलना. सो अगेन बांग्लादेश लो स्कोर पे आउट हो गया. फिर इंडिया का कुछ अच्छा स्टार्ट नहीं था. स्टार्टिंग में मयंक और रोहित दोनों भी लो स्कोर में आउट हुए थे. फिर किंग कोहली आ गए. किंग कोहली ने अपना रूप दिखा दिया. एक 100 मार के दिखा दिया कि वी आर हियर टू प्ले एंड रूथलेस एटीट्यूड दिखा दिया. उस इनिंग्स में रहाणे का भी कंट्रीब्यूशन अच्छा था. आई गेस दोनों टेस्ट मैच में उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन अच्छा था. पहले टेस्ट मैच में उन्होंने 83 एंड ये टेस्ट मैच पे भी उन्होंने 50 मारा था. आई डोंट नो व्हाई पीपल आर क्वेश्चनिंग हिज परफॉर्मेंस. ही हैज बीन कंट्रीब्यूटिंग सो फार. सो वो 100 के बाद बांग्लादेश के सामने बहुत अच्छा टोटल था. बड़ा टोटल था चेस करने के लिए. और जो हमारे बॉलर्स थे और ट्वाइलाइट कंडीशन, तो उसके लिए कोई आंसर नहीं था अगेन. तो फिर से वही चालू था कि पेसर्स आ रहे, विकेट लेके जा रहे. और ये सीरीज बहुत हिस्टोरिक था क्योंकि ये ऐसा पहला सीरीज होगा जिसमें पेसर्स ने ज़्यादा विकेट लिए स्पिनर से, और इन होम कंडीशन, दैट इज इन इंडिया. एंड ये और एक स्पेशल सीरीज रहेगा क्योंकि इस सीरीज के बाद किंग कोहली का एक भी 100 नहीं आया है. सो यस.
Beautifully summed up by Shubham. He has said that the hunger for victory did not stop as India made some, I think, 800, 850 plus runs in two test match, putting Bangladesh to their backs and beating them by an innings and a huge margin in Indore as well as Kolkata, registering their first ever pink ball day-night test match victory. This is something that has to be cherished. I think this series is called as the Ganguly Durjoy series, which was done and dusted one-sided. So as we reach to the halfway of the India's road to the finals, we will end this video unharmed, unbeaten like our Indian team. India's journey ahead will be brought to you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching cricket. And also, to keep watching cricket, you have to watch our own channel, which is called as Soft Signal. So please like, share, subscribe to the channel. The name of the channel is Soft Signal. We have told you thrice. So follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We have our accounts everywhere. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. The next 3 series are coming up shortly.